welcome to the stream. Start up and warm up as always, and then gonna talk you through the stuff I wanna do today. So move your hands from your shoulders in different positions so your blood gets flowing and you get a good warm up here. Then go backwards and slightly bounce or just move back with the hip. So you should feel a stretch on the front side. Gonna stay here for about 30 seconds. Try to push into the ground with your arms. And feel a stretch throughout the whole 30 seconds. If you don't feel one, lean back a little bit more. Or try a different angle. Maybe that helps you. Switch to the opposite side. Top of the hand is touching the floor. And you can do it either backwards or sideways. I like to do it sideways and move left to right. It's a little bit more intense for me, at least. If that's too hard, you can shift to the other side. Nice deep stretch in your wrists. Now we're gonna do scapular push-ups, so we go in a tabletop position and go down with the shoulders and up. Shoulders together, shoulders spread apart, shoulders together, shoulders spread apart. Together, hard, hard. And only thing that should be moving is your shoulders here. Next up we're doing some shoulder cars, so you come up to your knees, so you have enough space between you and the floor, and slightly move your arm up, sideways. Take your time here, don't rush it, you want to feel every inch, and try to draw as big of a circle as you can. Go backwards, try to hide the arm behind your back the whole time, and back down. Back up. Slowly move up. Push tall and other side. Push out and try to hide the arm without rotation in your upper body, so stay front, stay at the front. No straight line here. Go down. Back up. And move slowly back up. And back down. Okay, next up, finger cars, no, wrist cars. So fixate with the other arm, your lower arm, from the working arm. So you don't rotate from your arm here. Instead, you only rotate from your wrist. Pull down the wrist as much as you can. Go inward and slowly rotate upwards. Make as big of a circle as you can. Go outwards and down. Other rotation. Up. Inwards and down. Other side. Same thing. The goal here is to keep fingers in a straight line and draw as big of a circle as you can with your wrist. Doesn't matter how far I can go, it only matters how far you can go. Next up we do your typical floor exercises. So elbows up, elbow straight arms up, and then rotation, shoulder rotations, over in the end. in the end the cobra. You wanna get your whole body warmed up. Yeah, so even though I don't do any scorpion handstand, that would be going over the back. I still like to warm up my back, just to prevent injury. Same with here, I'm gonna do a butterfly position, not necessarily any deep pushes, just to get the hip stretched out. Not sitting. Neither do hands in front of you or back, I do now, doesn't really matter. In front is better, normally better, but you have to adjust if your flat stays back, flat. Let me do the split here, so that your flat, that your back stays flat that way, not your flat stays back. So back flat, you wanna have a flat back, and if you go front, better you have the arms in front of you there instead of on your feet. On your feet might help you to go deeper, but then it becomes a more passive stretch instead of an active one. You wanna pull down the legs actively, the knees to the floor every time. So you can help a little bit with your elbows on your knee, on your foot, on your feet, but you don't necessarily want to press down. It's better if you can actively pull them down. Fixed my socks here. There we go. Getting my recording ready. I can note down how long we stand in each position. I'm gonna go sideways for a straight handstand here. Not sure how much I will talk in it, but I'm gonna start off like I talked on Sunday. I'm not sure when. I'm not gonna do the first set in a attempt as long as possible. I rather do like 1 minute now. So we do 1, 1, 1, and then a 2-minute set. We'll see how it goes. So 50 more seconds, then we start off with our first handstand. Off we go. You want to push tall, knees together, toes pointed, hip slightly moved, roll forward, so belly button up. Press in. Look between your thumb and point fingers, and push out of the shoulder to your ears. Slight rotation outwards, so you should see the inside of your armpit, not armpit, of your elbow. And then I'll stand here, hopefully perfectly still. And up. So we had a good first set here. Nothing really exhausting. 1 minute is not really hard to do. I have to watch out a little bit on my left foot. So for those who have seen the Sunday recording. In the end, I kicked my toe against it. That was this table. I kicked here on this one, so I felt it a little bit, but not really that hard. Still, I noticed that I'm bleeding, and yeah, there was like the whole front of the big toe is opened, so there's a whole flesh wound there. Like, it was not even that, it was really actually deep. It was quite a chunk, a little bit, or piece of the piece of skin was really thick that I had to remove here, and watch out that I don't kick or I don't fall onto it. I did a little bit on this one. I want to be careful about that. So I'm gonna do this 2 more times now, see how it goes, and then we hopefully can go for a new longer set, and hopefully a better set, because the last 2 minutes was cool, but I was a little bit in a scorpion position, or banana position. Scorpion was a retreat. It was just a banana. I'm not gonna talk much in the sets. Just gonna do it and then talk in between. Voila. Was not good. One. Couple of seconds rest, then we do it again. A little bit. Still a little bit. Don't know what's causing it. General, maybe a hand positioning. Then not in the proper position yet. It's too low. Let's see how that is for the volume of the music. A little bit too loud for me. I think that's better. Yeah. I don't have to raise my voice and just talk in a normal pitch, not be shouting or talking louder. causing my slight bendness. A little bit. I don't know. Maybe I have to open up the shoulder. Maybe we have to add a little bit to the warm-up there, like I do in the end with still rolling. Maybe we do that on the wall one Friday. I think I will do that. Okay, so getting ready for the next set. God damn it. As it was. What the heck is it? Really would like to know what it is that's causing it, to be honest. As I cannot put my finger on it. I'm just lacking shoulder openness, but I feel like I'm pushing. So maybe I have to. Maybe it's a little bit pressed in. Then I can go to the wall and do a little bit of shoulder rotated warm up. Maybe that helps me too. So we will see how that goes. Okay, we'll see if that helped or not. See how long we can stand. I'm a little bit fatigued, so I know why I did it on the first set previously, because I was just simply not exhausted at all and just gone as far as I can. Of course, after 3 minutes in handstand, I'm feeling a little bit in the arms. Like not, yeah, they're completely relaxed. They're 3 minutes less relaxed. I'm gonna take a break here and a time. The splits below, I don't know where the time is from. Especially when the warm is only 3 minutes, that's not right. So the warm up is always 7 minutes, or between 6 and 7 minutes. I'm gonna take 4 minutes breaks. Still have 1 minute 30 of rest time. And we will also how the last set goes. Maybe I'm trying a little bit too early with the push out. I mean, normally you wanna do complete push out straight kick in, so you don't, you're already pushed out and you kick enough that you land in a handstand position and you don't have to correct anything. Maybe I should do a little bit of the, not completely 100% pushed out, wait till I'm in the straight line and then push out completely. Or I'm just overthinking it now. That might happen too. Okay, let's go. Getting ready here. Not gonna talk while doing the handstand. Completely unhappy. Yeah. We have 50 seconds left. Counted correctly, so we have 1, 2 minutes. Now 3. Yeah, we're on 4:10. Question is why. I'll read this later. As I said last time, didn't turn off the internet on my phone, so of course I'm getting distracted the second I see something. Put out the internet. Or turn off the internet, not put out. And can turn it on after the training. That's more important. I don't think people. It's really something that's that important they would call. Hopefully. You never know. turn up the mic a little bit. When did I stop? It started 4 minutes and at 5:20 I did stop. Yeah, okay, let's do it in 15 seconds. Oh my god, that was awful. Talk about a crooked line there. Well, look how the first straddle looks, and if I'm not in a good line there, I think I will do it on the wall after the first set. Let's see how it goes. We'll see that. Not sure what it is. A little bit tired. I'm not that exhausted as last week, where I just came home. I was home today, so, and I didn't have that much work, a little bit, but I think might be in general that the work is a little bit not hard, yeah, hard, but also a lot of work currently, so, which is just an excuse, but complain about stuff. Yeah, I think it's always doing a late night training in handstand is not something I necessarily enjoy. That's why I normally did like Friday afternoons, Saturday and Sunday around midday or in the morning, actually, depending how fast I woke up. But always a little bit better rested and not exhausted from doing like 8 hours of work. But then when I did like Friday, Saturday, Sunday training, my body was just dead on Sunday. Mostly because I did full trainings in every day, so I didn't do like, okay, training, pause, training. I did training, and yeah, now I think I have the better split with one day stretching, one day training, and one day in the week, also both three days of each in rotation, and then the 1 day off. Which will not change my training for handstands, actually. That's nice. I can keep that up. The rest day will be on Tuesday now instead of Monday, so I will just stretch on Monday and I have Tuesday free and Wednesday training. Still not happy with the time. Do it this late. I would like to do more training, but 38 hours work and training is a little bit hard to do. I have a better line here. Just lags a little bit high, but line was okay. Could be still better, especially if we want to get lower with the legs. I think my line will probably go a little bit more in a planche position, because I have to counterbalance by pushing more out of the shoulder. Are currently the Winter Olympics or something like that? I think so, right? It's what's 2022? Yeah, it should be. It's so confusing because they did do the Summer Olympics, right? From Tokyo. They did it last year. Because they didn't do it 2020, yeah, they did it 2021, but had the 2020 sign on it. So, and now 2022, the winter again. Not really following the winter stuff. I have to look up if gymnastics is actually happening in winter too. And bouldering maybe would be interesting for me, as well as volleyball, since I adore haiku. Never played. Oh, not never. I played beach volleyball from time to time in vacations, but that wouldn't be counted. It's just doing random stuff, to be honest, and some little bit in school, but like maybe twice or 3 times, and nobody knew how to do actual training for that. One of my work colleagues took me once to his actual training, and that was my first time doing volleyball training. So the problem is we're in different workspaces, so I would have to travel like 2 hours there. And I mean, I could, if I'm really motivated, I could do and go to courses and stuff, but I don't know. It's like, if you're not motivated to go there, I think you have not enough passion for it. If you have somebody else taking you there, it probably helps. So you develop a passion. It was the same with bouldering for me. I do decide and then continue talking about that. Okay, yeah, I didn't push in the end. Funny. So yeah, a friend of mine started doing going bouldering, and I did it once before, but it was in a normal climbing hall, and they didn't put any effort into the bouldering courses. So you notice that sometimes, I think, especially here in Austria, where we have a kind of rich or long culture of camping, so mostly rock climbing, and the halls were made for those people, and the boulders were just randomly put there so you can exercise some movements, but there was no set ruling like how hard it is You sometimes didn't know, okay, which way to go. You had to find that out yourself, and they were really hard to do. They were really meant for advanced people to work on specific movements. But then they started to open up bouldering specific halls more and more. And as I said, a friend of mine started going there because her boyfriend was a huge fan of it, and he kind of brought us all into it. In the beginning I didn't like it that much. It was, I was focused on other training that was just like do random stuff, like go out somewhere and do some sports or something. And didn't really take it serious. I didn't have that motivation to go there. But the better I got at it, and the more often we went, the more and more fun it became. And it was, at some point, it was some of the only times we actually met. Like, I was training, working, she was working, and she didn't like the other training stuff or going to a gym or stuff like that. She just liked that. And so we met there mostly because outside of the time, we didn't have time outside of it. Anyways, it was a nice meetup. We met different people there all the time. We drank something afterwards. And so the motivation came from there. Somebody else kind of dragged me there, and that's why I got it. And I think that would be the same with volleyball. I would have, I need some person to actually go there together. Like going alone sounds a little bit, I don't know, not worth my time, or not more. I don't have enough motivation to be there. Actually, a little bit more shyer person, trying to work against that. Example was streaming, and so, but still, like going somewhere sometimes is just for me not really something I enjoy necessarily. It was the same with the gym. I started going to the gym because some people started doing workout, and then I met somebody there who were doing the same program, and then we kind of said, yeah, okay, hey, we see each other like 2 to 3 times. We're doing the same exercises. Why not sync up the whole thing and meet and talk? That's the way I kept me motivated to go there. Essentially got to another gym where there were rings. And then I started doing stuff on the rings because I liked it. Yeah, from there I was already hooked on it. Met good friend, we started, he was like, okay, I want to do handstands too. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I want to do gymnastic stuff now. And handstand is a basic exercise for that. And then we started doing random handstands that looked awful. Oh, okay, yeah, I see what I did. I kind of pushed in the wrong direction. I moved a little bit forward and now backward. So to the back, and then I fell over. Do you want to reduce the time I spend in straddle? Because I was quite bored now. I think we're gonna move up. Yeah, let's move up. Like doing a normal 2 minutes straddle handstand. I don't know if that's useful. Rather spend more time in a side bend now. it gets boring really fast if you just stand there for a period of time. Like straight standing is not that fun after a while. Should have said I'm gonna refill really quick. Mostly why I do bouldering besides gymnastic stuff. Or yeah, essentially a little bit before the lockdown happened in 2020, I quit the gym membership because I didn't feel like going there anymore. It's not only it took me like 40 minutes to go there, or 40 minutes to 1 hour to go there and back. Also, the whole gym changed after time, and they put more machines in there that I didn't need, and then the whole handstand Viennas thing started. So my friends stopped going there too. So I was mostly alone there, instead of like, okay, I meet people randomly and can talk to them, or they join me in my training. And yeah, so I started to focus a little bit more on handstands, to get on the same level as he is, but he's just farther away than I could reach currently. So he just spent more time and is a little bit more motivated, I think. It's a little bit more passion behind it. I'm still on a little bit on the level where I actually want to focus a little bit more on gymnastic stuffs. For that I would need rings again. And I'm quite missing the rings. Yeah. Oh. Hi Lex. Not a good one. Especially I fell out. And I was not completely 90 degrees, so I shouldn't fall out from that. I was actually in a comfortable position. Or at least that should be comfortable for me. You're still doing better than last Wednesday. No surprise there. But not happy with the current performance so far. I'm gonna try to do as many tucks as possible and then spend. Yeah, we're gonna increase the close hand one. And we're gonna increase the side bends too. Yeah, I think still it would be a good idea. I looked it up once. Go to a gymnastics place that's near me. I'm a little bit worried to go there actually. I'm like, okay, new place, I don't know anyone there. Well, I should just try it out, I think. Just to get hopefully some ring training in too. They'll want to work on stuff like mana, planche, front lever more again, and back lever. and muscle ups and iron cross. See it. Could have gone a little bit fast out. We can watch it. I think I got a little bit below 90 degrees, but I'm not sure. Might have still been, might have just been 90 degrees. Could easily be the case. Front fours. I'm gonna do a longer break, of course, as always, for moving up and do the other exercises. The second thought I had was actually getting someone to look at my walls and maybe get rings montaged on the top. Either in here or on the balcony. The balcony is a little bit higher. That would be nice to do training there. We'll see. I just have to sit down and reorganize some stuff. Like look at my training plan, maybe incorporate, I want to do the like everyday stretches. Idea for that, what I want to do, and also when I do the stretching, maybe I can include a little bit of gymnastic training off stream. As my stretches take around 45 to 1 hour, depending on how many breaks I actually do. We'll see. Just have to find the motivation for it. Could be better, but not bad, not bad. Especially because I felt I could open up the shoulders a little bit more. This one. And I had my hands a little bit wider. Maybe that was the starting problem today. I just was standing too close together. We're not doing the next exercise on every exercise. No, close hands the whole time. think I actually want to incorporate something, so I'm gonna set up for that too. I can do that then in the break. Still so used to setting up different exercises in between doing the exercise. Mostly because I didn't want to have to wait then. Rather when I saw, okay, I need like a weight or something, I got it beforehand so I can use it immediately after I'm finished with the current exercise. But now there's nobody in here stealing stuff from me or taking away space. Stealing, or just using it, of course. Everyone in the gym knows that. But the last one I was there, the problem was really tiny, or less of a real problem actually, because there was so much weights and stuff there and space that you had always got the amount that nobody was like, okay, hey, when are you finished, when are you done, can I have it then? And that's just the dream you want to have. If you go to a cheap gym, you'll probably face the problem of, cool, now I have to wait like 20 minutes until the other guy is finished. So I never liked it. I don't know if you know the cable machine. Like they're normally like a cable and you can move, or there's like a big bar where you can move cable up and down. So you can do like pull downs or pull ups and stuff from a cable on the cable in your hand. Like you either something to grip, fix it on the cable and you do your exercise there. And there are exercises where you need two, but you can do like, I think it's something like butterfly cross or something, where you pull down sideways, like you stand there and pull down like this. So for your shoulders. And normal gyms maybe have one where you can move both sides, or two if it's good. But nearly everyone is training there for different exercises. You use that for so many exercises, and having to have both free was just a pain in the ass. Pain in the A, sorry. Like, wait, you had to wait, you had to be lucky that there are not many people there, and if there are people there, that they don't need to have one side or the other. You always like rushed it through, like, okay, let's do supersets because we want to finish. 3 people are already asked, do we need both sides or not? In the gym that was last, it didn't have that many either. It was started off with 1, then we added the second one, but there's so many different machines you could use instead of that. It gave you the same. At that point I was mostly training free weights and or no weights, body weight essentially. So I didn't care. Well, okay. I'm gonna take the 5 minutes break, set up, and then we see each other for dual sets. Well, we're back. Everything is set up. I'm gonna use the extra wall here for the first ghost hand. So I have my blocks there. Actually, it's a little bit dark there, so sorry for that. Also, the angle is not perfect. But I'm gonna stand goes together on the blocks and hold the line there, so I get a better feeling for it. Before I do it free standing. So off we go. Quite hard. I got it hurt. And it didn't do the split. So as you can see, a wall always can help you perform better, because you don't have to worry that much about balance. It's just getting in the right position, and you already have a struggle getting in the right position on the wall. Then if you do it freestanding and you hold it, you might not be in the right position. So you might want to look into that for yourself and notice why you cannot do it on the wall when you performing it freestanding, because it should not be possible. Maybe you're not used to the wall, yeah. And then you should be, because you start normally off from the wall, not freestanding. Yeah, so something I had to learn the hard way, because when I was doing handstands with my friends in the gym, we just did freestanding attempts. We started doing handstand push-ups and stuff. Freestanding handstand push-ups, that's the weird part about it. Until somebody told me, hey, why do you try a handstand push-up if you cannot stand in a handstand? I was like, let's do handstand push-ups on the wall, let's not do handstands on the wall. Awful. But we didn't have a really free wall in the gym. That was one of the problems there, actually. Got a little bit, we got like handstands, what do you call them? How did they call them? Boards, yeah, handstand boards. It's just a piece of wood that you can hang into the bars. There were these side bars, the bigger ones. I hope you know what I mean. The ones you probably know from going to the school. That normally in the one school wall has these bars that have like 10 bars sideways and are either of wood, mostly of wood normally. And you could hang in the board there and then go against the board and up. And it was wide enough to do handstand push-ups too. It's just took a while till they got them. Yeah. We didn't listen. We tried stupid things. So I recommend go to someone who is teaching for a longer time. You will find people doing handstands if you search for it and if you want to learn it. And then learn it from the beginning. Wall walk. Stand against the wall as close as possible. Lifting one leg, lifting the other leg, tiptoeing, and then starting to stand freely, then go into freestanding or kick-ups against the wall, get away from the wall again, and try to not kick up to the wall. Just stand in front of the wall if you're scared of that. But let's do a freestanding close hand. Not pushed enough, not pushed far enough. Yeah. Just gonna take a break. Try again. At least the blood didn't stay in the sock, because it's the same socks I had on Sunday, actually. So, and there is no blood on them anymore, so that's a good sign that I got it up. Just crazy. So I noticed wall walking is a little bit. I have the big toe on the wall, and sometimes I'm touching instead of like having it pointed. I sometimes have it extended or dorsiflexed a little bit and walk up this, so I'm touching with the front. Not a good idea, apparently. Like wobbling around way too much. I think it's a good idea to do close handstands on the wall. Should help me perform better, get a better line, because you have to push way more from the shoulders too. So, especially when I notice that my line is not the way I want it to be. Sorry about that. So. That'd be interesting. We are time-wise. Oh, well, I could look up how I was doing time-wise on the other stuff. Okay, yeah. Sounds a little bit long for a tuck. I was nearly there for 20 minutes. And I only did the 1 minute. Did I do the 1 minute actually? I only did 45 seconds. Interesting. A little bit high, but there we go. I want to spend definitely more time in side bending. First things first, I'm gonna refill really quick. And I'm back. Just a quick check, I put the flower that's normally standing on this side, which I put away to have a freer look on the wall, if it doesn't burn up, because it's right in front of the, what do you call them? Basic cocoa. Nice. The heating? Yeah, the central heating. Oh my god. The funny part, I didn't remember how it's called in German either. So, side bending. We had a good set on Sunday, where our left side was really good. Like, I did achieve longer holds and better holds, so we're gonna work on that. And we're gonna go a little bit more all out on them now. So we'll see what we do on wall walks. I think I'm gonna do up down today, but one step after the other. Okay, it's around 3 minutes. We're gonna start off left side, gonna go down left and hold it there. Let's see. Lots of rotation. Didn't really find the right spot. Rotated a little bit back and forth, which is scary for the wrist, because I really felt the top side on the thumb side that I got some weight there. So that was because I rotated a little bit, and that's a little bit scary. You don't want to do that, because I already hurt myself once there, and then I had a pain for around a year where I did handstands. Like, I felt the wrist because I didn't take a break, and always want to be careful, because there shouldn't be any rotation in your arm. Whole arm should be fixated, shoulder fixated, arm fixated. You are moving with your weight a little bit instead of the central point. Your weight is coming on the inside of your hand, so a little bit more on your point finger here, where you should be pushing more or feeling the weight a little more instead of completely spread out in the hand. Also, you want to look more towards the hand you're moving for the same reason. Yeah, you know what, we're doing it. I'm gonna go 30 seconds in total on both sides, so we'll spend a lot of time here now. What the heck, right side? What was that? Heck, can we do that every time? Especially, I'm moving back to green screen because I touched it. And oh, what it means for me, okay. I don't want to kick it over. So don't go further. That's why sometimes I don't do a toe point anymore, or just gonna move back or in a different direction to avoid touching it. Don't do that if you can guess anything from handstands. Never let an outside restriction put you in a bad spot. Essentially, what I like the most, or what somebody used to say, think you're a toast and you're going into a toaster in a handstand. You go too far to the front or too far to the back, you're gonna get burned. So I'm gonna stand right in the middle, no matter what. You go down sideways, you wanna go down to the side. Don't wanna go backward or forward, because then you're gonna get burned. You wanna be nice and crisp. Toast. Little piece of bread that's getting toasted, but you don't wanna get burned. Very important. See if you can get a good set on left. I think I only need the position better, so we'll see. That's not as good as red. But it was a good set. Oh well. Didn't rotate. I had to do some corrections, but in overall, I would say it was a good set. Not as good as right. Because right, I actually had the control to go back. And if I was motivated, I could have gone up again, but I wanted to see my form. That's how I like to do my exercises currently. Not focused in like being okay, straight, straddle, side bend, straddle, straight and out, which would be what would be considered a red set or a working set or something, or a complete set. Let's say complete. Complete is good word for that. I rather have an incomplete set where I just fall out after time, but I spend more time in the position. As I can. As soon as I have longer holds, I should be able to hold it longer and longer for a period of time. So if I reduce that again, I should be able to go back and go up. But like, if I'm falling out after 10 seconds, I should be able to do like, go down 5 seconds, go back. So be a little bit careful. You cannot go back at all. You might want to work on your form again more. Doing a little bit shorter breaks now. I don't want to waste that much time standing around. I noticed that I'm doing that a little bit too much currently. Yeah, that was a banana. Straight up banana. You know what, I'm gonna put the phone away from in front of me, so you can focus more on the exercise instead of being distracted by a moving clock. Especially I don't see the time at all. A little bit more counting in my head. And the times we have are probably not right. Mostly I would have think to reduce 60% or 70, then we would be there. Like if I write down 10 seconds, it's probably more like 7. Left side again, see how the further time it goes. Getting better at it. Makes me a little bit happy. I think I am gonna look up somebody do like a private again or do an in class, so I can have a little bit of a checkup. I'm a little bit my own worst enemy, which is good in that case, so I'm trying to be honest, which I'm currently not, to be honest. Oh. Say more times honest. So, no, I'm not completely honest with myself, and I'm not sure if the progress I feel is a good progress or not. I might have to change up a little bit, especially if in the beginning my handstand isn't in a complete line, why I'm getting better at something that's harder. Should be a sign that I'm either better in the straddle now, in general, which I think I was actually. The straddle felt better, but yeah, I think I'm correcting a little bit there by pushing out more and getting my hips a little bit better position, in general. Very interesting. Gonna leave it there. We did 26. Both sides. Yeah. Doing it for a second now is a little bit weird. Definitely like to do this side more than anything. Yeah, as you can see, it's not perfect here. I have the table in the way, and the stuff on the ground, so you don't necessarily see everything. There's no mirror here, so it's just about a wall. The only thing I have to watch out is this little shelf there, which I sometimes hit if I'm standing a little bit too far to the left. So we're gonna move up, down, and back up, back up. Doing 2 sets. Starting left first, so left pushes out first and right goes down. That's how we want to do it, or how I want to do it. One more seconds here, and then we're gonna go up. What a struggle. wall stuff with a big toe that's hurting is not good. They were a little bit too close for that exercise, so the blocks were a little bit too close to the wall, and then Yelly fell over. I was thinking, why do I continue? Because I continued on. Not a good idea. It took me so long to get into both hands up on the blocks before I can actually do the exercise. For strength, I'm gonna do L sit. Don't want to do the front lever today. Maybe do a blanche. We did that last time too, so. I like the less pauses for the side bending. I think if I do like 3 minutes on every set, I'm getting cold again. Wanna keep a certain level of how do you call it? Not warmth, like the muscles on it. It's still a little bit warm, yeah, warm. I don't know a better word currently for it. Yeah, 1 more minute before we start. Second attempt. This time we're going right side first, so right side pushes out. And then on the bottom, yeah, I'm gonna go push from right, get the block with left and go left side up. Getting ready for an L sit. Yeah. I have to look up something for the straddle. Found something I wanna do. So I have to turn on the internet on my phone again, so I can have a look at it. Saw it. And I think I liked it. From just watching it, it looked awesome. Okay, let's go. Oh. Just now. If I tried to go up the other side, I would have hurt myself. I'm too scared. Sometimes it just happens. But I like to have somebody spot me. Guess then I could have done it. Might have put more effort into the other person, but him, she helping me to find the balance. I don't know, maybe I still would have gotten out. Because I didn't feel like I can push with any strength on my left side, that I could lift up the right side and go up to the block again. And it was really like hard block movement. It was not like lift it up, put it sideways. It was lifting, pushing down on the ground on the block. So then you're not ready for it, I think. It's my personal opinion about it, but it should be a smooth movement. Because what you want to do is have so less weight on the free arm that you can move it freely. Get the Mac down here. So okay, now I have to look up on my phone what I saw and saved. What I normally don't recommend is looking up stuff on the internet. If you know the person or if you know it personally, you know is it good or bad, for example. And you should know, okay, can you trust the person or not? Sorry, that's not completely right. So you might want to look into it yourself. How professional does the other person sound? And do you know yourself enough? If it's the right thing he's telling or she's telling you. So that's why you should you can look up in the on the internet and look how they are described, and if everybody's describing the same thing, it's probably right from different. So we're gonna go in a tabletop position or blank position, but we're gonna do a planche in that. So the difference is our feet are on the floor, our knees on the floor too, and we're gonna squeeze in the belly button. Also, we're gonna retract the shoulder and push them down. It's actually hard to learn. That doesn't look right at all. Okay, interesting. Have to work on that again. Let's do a cool down here. So as always, I'm gonna start off with neck relaxation. So I'm gonna put one arm below a leg, fixate it there. The other arm moves around the head and pulls it down to the side. Push down with your shoulder actively. Drop it. Then look into your elbow crease, same stretch. Should increase, or you should feel the stretch slightly differently. Other side. Wonder if it picks it up. No, it didn't. I didn't hear the cracks in my neck. Middle 2. Can slightly roll down on your upper body too. Up. We're gonna do our shoulder rolls. Perfectly for that is a black roll, so you have one, get it out, and go into a tabletop position with your arms slightly forward and get your press down to the floor. Hips stays above your knees, not forward, not backward. And you try to go to the floor as low as you can, and also you should feel a stretch in your shoulder. You can do that on the wall, it's a little bit better on the wall in general. You should be able to get a deeper stretch there. But you also might have the problem of your hips staying in line with your legs there. We will do that on Friday as a warm-up too, so I will talk you through it. Otherwise, thanks for watching and see you on Friday.